Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Trevor Myers.
And I'm Joel Layton. It's Thursday, February 23rd, 2023.
Wednesday's snowstorm is breaking records with a total of 16.9 inches of snow reported in Salt Lake over the course of the storm.
Wednesday's snowfall beats the daily snowfall record for February 22nd, set in 1994 by 7 inches. More than 3 feet of snow fell in some parts of the mountains.
A rally to support Ukraine will take place at the state capitol on Saturday. February 24th marks 1 year since Russia invaded Ukraine. Supporters are encouraged to bring signs and wear blue and yellow.
The Provo Municipal Airport may become an international airport sooner than expected. Mayor Cal Fusi says Allegiant and Breeze Airways, both based in Utah, are announcing more routes. As a result, Cal Fusi is seeking funding for expansion sooner.
A bill aiming to remove sales tax on food passes in the Utah House. HB 101 passed with 57 yeas and 3 nays. It goes hand in hand with the resolution to amend the Utah Constitution and reduce income tax. The bill now moves to the Senate.
The Utah Highway Patrol reports around 140 vehicle crashes since the storm hit Utah. A major crash of 2 semi-trucks closed I-15 northbound near Nephi. No deaths have been reported from those accidents. The heavy snowfall yesterday is causing a lot of problems at the Salt Lake City Airport. More than 18,000 flights were delayed and more than 2,000 flights were cancelled. Operations are set to go back to normal today with only a few residual delays and cancellations.
Today, many schools have not returned to the classroom and are still doing remote learning because of the snowstorm. Yesterday, many schools implemented remote learning because of the heavy snowfall, reaching almost 30 inches in some places. Today, Tooele, Granite, and Jordan districts are all continuing remote learning. Canyons and Murray issued a late start for today. Provo, Nebo, and Alpine districts are all back to their regular schedules. If you like to ski or snowboard, it's a POW day at the resorts. For the last 48 hours, Sundance tops the list with 43 inches of snow. In Big Cottonwood Canyon, Solitude got 38 and Brighton got 32 inches. Deer Valley received 29 inches and Snow Basin measured 27 inches of new snow. In Little Cottonwood Canyon, Alta and Snowbird each got 25 inches, as did Park City Resort. Nordic has 19 inches and Woodward has 17 new inches.
A new study suggests that homelessness for families with children in Utah increased by 30% in 2022. The report by Crossroads Urban Center says the increase in child homelessness is a result of the lack of increase in supplemental security income. It suggests that while the median wage in Utah has seen an increase due to inflation, but SSI recipients have not, making it harder to compete for housing.
A 911 dispatcher helped in the birth of a baby on I-15 on Tuesday. The 911 call came in at 3:25 p.m. from the interstate at the border of Provo and Orem. Officer Amber Vera assisted the new father in the delivery and the care of the baby until medics arrived at the scene. Officer Vera was awarded the traditional stork pin for her efforts in delivering the baby. The mother and newborn are both doing great.
Wounded Utah veteran Brian Hood receives a Purple Heart for his service to the nation. State Senator Mitt Romney presented the award at the state capitol, calling the event a special and solemn honor. Hood is among several Marines who were injured by driving over an IED in Afghanistan. The Purple Heart recognizes soldiers who are wounded or killed in the line of duty by enemy action.
What did the movies Indiana Jones, The Hulk, and The Greatest Story Ever Told have in common? They were all filmed in Utah's national parks. HawaiianIslands.com recently released a list of the nation's most filmed national parks. Zion National Park lands in the number 4 spot and Arches is number 6. The study uses factors like IMDb credits and appearance rates to determine the rankings.
The award-winning Broadway musical Hamilton will once again be hitting the stage in Utah this year. Hamilton will return to the Eccles Theatre this year and next year. Playwright Lin-Manuel Miranda's retelling of U.S. founding Father Alexander Hamilton's life has been leaving audiences satisfied for over 8 years now. Tickets are available as part of the Eccles subscription package at saltlakecity.broadway.com.
The city of Provo is a small town with some big awards.
Universe Live reporter Aubrey B. Jennings spoke with the mayor about these rankings.
That's right. The city of Provo is no stranger to awards, with a decade's worth of business and job rankings to its name. And for Mayor Kaufusi, the newest rankings hit home.
I mean, you can't name a street that I can't tell you a story on.
Mayor Kaufusi is one of the only Provo mayors born and raised here.
She is also the first woman to run this town, and the work she does is being nationally recognized.
And here we are today in this award-winning.
Recently, Provo City has earned several accolades. These include #1 top performing city, 3rd most affordable city to live and work in, and 10th most educated city in America.
We are hitting rankings that we have never seen before. We are accomplishing huge projects that no one ever dreamed of.
Out of the many awards given last year to the city, Mayor Kaufusi says she is most proud of the top performing city, awarded by the Milken Institute, a global nonprofit.
To be the #1 best performing city the 2 years in a row is unheard of.
The Institute uses economic factors like job creation and wage gains to determine the rankings. She credits much of this high performance to her staff and to the students here in Provo.
Much of it is tied that we are a college town and we have amazing people like you that are just these energetic, forward-thinking, come up with these startup companies, and boom, they go big. And that's something that puts us on the map.
But running a city with a major university comes with some challenges. Kaufusi says there's a mix of people who have lived here for generations and others who are just here for school or jobs.
We do have a lot to navigate, and we do have to make sure we're not ignoring any of them. It comes with a lot of stress, right? You worry a lot. I worry about my employees. I worry about the community when we have things go wrong. I don't know if it's the maternal instinct in me, but it keeps me up at night.
With new high rankings still coming in, it seems the sleepless nights are paying off. Back to you.
Thanks, Aubrey. Women's basketball has Gonzaga on their mind as the number 18 Bulldogs roll into Provo. The Bulldogs and Cougars faced off in December in Spokane, where the Cougars walked away losing 58-67. The Cougars have won 2 of their last 6 games, and a win over the #1 WCC team tonight would get the Cougs back on track headed into the WCC tourney. Women's gymnastics runs it back with the Utah State Aggies at senior night tomorrow. The last 2 meets for these Cougars have not gone their way. The good news here is the season high for BYU came against Utah State last month. Matching that performance would significantly increase their shot at qualifying for regionals this year. Men's basketball will play their final West Coast Conference regular season game this Saturday against San Francisco. San Francisco is the best WCC team with a losing conference record. The only difference between them and the Cougars is 1 loss, with SF at 6-8 and BYU at 6-9. With the WCC standings being so tight, a win against the Dons would move the Cougars to the top half of seeding for the WCC tournament. Also yesterday, BYU Dining Service sweetened things up, announcing the Chocolate Cougar Tail is back for men's and women's basketball this Saturday. The BYU Dunk team has wowed audiences across campus with their high-flying stunts. But what happens when they make a mistake? Joe Worthland went to the team to find out how they bounced back from a fumble on the field. Joe?
Thanks, guys. I went to the BYU Dunk team practice to find out how the team works together to overcome mistakes. Their results left me inspired.
Members of the BYU Dunk team constantly practice to hone their skills on the court.
You're running up to the tramp and you think, okay, I got this, I know what I'm doing.
Their practices, unlike the performances, often come with mistakes.
There's that immediate feeling of, oh man, this sucked, I screwed up. But then as soon as you land and you're walking back to go again, everyone's like, hey, it's okay, you'll get it next time, try again.
Caden Dengen, one of the members of the BYU Dunk team, spoke about his experience on the team.
I'm just very grateful to be around a group of people that are so Christ-like and so willing to accept one another and encourage one another, even when we mess up.
Dengen joined the team 2 years ago. Once he joined, he felt as though the team had become family.
They're like my brothers and sisters. We're all super encouraging of one another.
Alexa Frost, one of the girls in the Dunk team, agreed with Dengen's experience.
They're always just super supportive and help me, give me tips from what they know how to do it, and it's just super awesome.
When someone makes a mistake in practice, the team is there to encourage them to try again.
They don't get mad at you when you make a mistake. They high-five you. They try to help you know what to do better, and they just kind of support you no matter what we're doing.
The lessons Frost learned on the court have impacted her in her personal life as well.
Even if I haven't had 10 years to train at it, I can still go in and I can work as hard as I can and I can get it done no matter how many mistakes I make. It's going to be okay and it's going to work out.
As the team prepares for their next performance, they know that only by working together can they succeed, both on the court and in real life.
At the end of the day, you're still having fun and you're still making people smile, so that's kind of all that it's about, nothing else.
The dunk team practices every weekday to hone their skills. The more they practice, the better they perform. For Universe Live, I'm Joe Worthland.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for joining us today for Universe Live.
Have a great day.